Hey YouTube, Billy Throttle back here with some more Peglin today. We're moving on to Cruciball 13 with the Balladin. I had a lot of these runs kind of pre-recorded for a little while, so we're kind of catching back up to, closer to real time. And the one thing I've noticed from a few other creators I've been watching is they've done some sort of stealth update, and they're slowly changing the names of certain things. Blind, I think, was it blindness or is darkness now or something? Blind is darkness, and brambled is like tangled now. So I got to keep my eyes open, see if there's anything else going on out there. But all right, if we're doing Balladin stuff, must circle is always a good choice. So let's start with one must circle. All right, we got the mole. All right, let's get to work here. Looks like it doesn't matter here whether we hit the crit or not, but we definitely want to get that refresh. All right, hopefully we can grab that refresh on our next shot. Actually, I'm gonna take this opportunity to maybe gather a little gold and uncover the bomb. I feel like sometimes these last guys take forever, so maybe that'll help speed up. Wasn't the way I was expecting that to roll, but okay, I feel like we're always ready to take a Bucklorb, especially when we have a little bit of must circle. Early shop, I'll probably be aiming for the elite instead. Usually I end up spending my money before I get here, but there are a lot of fights between now and then, so we'll see. All right, let's got rid of the troublesome guys. It's time to start working on getting some gold. I'm sure we'll grab these corner bombs sometime. Yeah, I think I didn't see anywhere for any patch notes that went along with those updates to, some of the statuses. I wonder why they did that. Now let's get a little extra pierce here. Makes me wonder if they're, what the process of how Act 4 is going. Although whether by the time this comes out, Slay the Spire 2 should just be releasing, which I'm also excited to play. We'll be playing some of that on our stream at Twitch. Hopefully they don't drop too close together, because I actually saw a Balladin post on some social media network the other day, which I thought was maybe the release of the update for that. And I'm like, please don't overload me, because we're still playing the Monster Train 2 update, so. Probably should have paid more attention and not got the bomb so early, but. All right, we should probably start working over towards the refresh. All right, maybe we just try to finish this guy off with the pegs that we have. All right, that's fine. I think we're gonna stick with upgrading these two right now. See, this one doesn't really give us, I guess we do get a little more ball work. Let's keep going to fights. I wasn't even trying to hit bombs. I should be aiming at the bat. All right, as I say, this is the one I usually go for whenever I want to kill these bats. Perfect. Kill the bats. Injure the slimes. Let's just collect a little more gold. We might take a hit here. No, okay, never mind. Let's save our gold. Okay, good first shot. Try not to overload my decks. I think if we could find either some kind of relic or another orb that adds to, you know, give us some must circle, we could be in a real good position with a couple of piercing guys. Guess we should maybe hit the refresh. There's like nothing on the board for us to hit. All right, I am resisting the urge to take a rub orb. See, we're already at the point where this would already pierce all the flowers if we have that fight, although a little bit extra damage would be nice. Could always take double-edged sword if we wanted it as like some refresh tech, but you kind of want to upgrade that pretty quick so you don't get damaged too much with the refresh. All right, who do we get? Oh, we got Minotaur. Let's go straight here. Let's make sure we have access to the refresh. And I guess if we drop down over here, there's a slight chance we hit the crit, which is a little bit more damage, but... We're gonna ruin our slide once we hit this refresh. I know it. Okay, at least the refresh is on this slide. That's always nice. We're not getting the 259 here. Can we get 136 here? Highly unlikely, but we're fingers crossed. Oh, one short. That's rough. That's a lot of extra damage for a 1 HP difference, but... Renewed Vigor is a way to add some must circle. We don't really have the refreshes on the board for it yet, but I mean, we did say we wanted a way to add must circle. I think we're going to grab it. And then we'll try to keep our eyes open for some ways to add some extra refreshes to the board. Whenever bulwark is gained, increase the amount by 2, or intentional oboe. Take oboe. Another shop. Maybe we target that shop to get rid of a pebble, or... Alright, so we're gonna have to, between these first 4, we have to shoot 2 of them, but... Kind of wish we didn't hit the refresh and close this back up, but... Was I not paying attention when I bought the renewed Vig Orb? Was it already level 2, or did I upgrade it already? I don't even remember. That's sad. All right, there's our Accentuate. This is another way to gain some must circle. I think we're going to pass on it, though. I don't remember if I've upgraded this. But we're saving our money for the shop, so. Doesn't matter which way we go here, so we can maybe try to create a little more gold. All right, basic damage, sure. We gotta go right. All right, skip straight to you, since you'll just kind of take out most of the guys on the board, probably. All right, 109 gold. So, I mean, that's 2 relics, a relics and a removal. Maybe an orb if we find a fun orb here. Refresher course. 2 must circle on reload. All right, so we know it's not special button. Nothing up here gains us refreshes or must circle. The bad part to refresher course is that, you know, that could hit Spiness. Not saying that we won't occasionally hit crits. But I think we are taking an orb removal for sure. I might just take Dumbbell, because if we're going to keep a nice small deck, we'll hopefully reload a few times. All right, see if we can get one more fight here. Cool, all right. I know that shot, like, usually never works for me. I don't know why I keep choosing to do it. Is that like the definition of insanity? Repeating the same thing over and over and expecting different results? All right, there we go. There's at least a bomb. This bat's still gonna hit us, but we have access to more bombs. All right, show this big chunky boy. See if it can get stuck. Get us some gold. I'm not really worried about my health going into the boss. As long as we don't lose any more HP, we're fine. Especially since we come in with a little bit of bulwark too. It is still called bulwark, right? Yes, okay. I thought I was gonna shoot it straight down through. Alright, we gotta wait for... All the bombs are congregating like as far away as possible. I'd say the bombs or that refresh I would like. They are just chilling down there. Alright, we'll get stuck over here maybe. Oh, there we go. We sniped it. I was hoping to get stuck in the corner again, but I enjoy they don't get health back whenever they're just hitting into my bulwark. I think an Echo Orb might be a... Well, as I say, we do have a lot of piercing. Echo Orb could be good, though. So, like, piercing. Although, this, you know, Echo Orb hits everything. You know, every flyers and ground guys. Sure. Let's give an immediate level up. And of course we would start out with it. Makes the most sense. I mean, at least we still get some damage on Mr. Mole in the back, but... Alright, we fire off Pebble because Sphere should still hit him. Where's my refresh? Oh, why did I directly aim at the crit? You know, the thing that has my damage? I was like, I guess I got more must circle on reload. Kind of wanted to test, like, we hit 1 reload with this thing last time. It says every 2 reloads. So, like, does this have memory? Will I go up to 4 when I hit this? Or no, it has to be all in the same shot, which shouldn't matter soon because we will upgrade it to level 3 pretty shortly, but... I think we can probably do 5 damage here. All right, now take another Echo Orb. Don't need to heal. Let's get you leveled up and you leveled up. Don't know if we want Electropeg that. We don't really want it to magnet us towards the crits. We wouldn't mind towards the refreshes or the bombs, but... Sapper Sack, no. Constricting Chains. I think this is it's either Electropegnet or Skip. Let's do a skip. I have a feeling that pulling us towards the crits is going to be not great. Glad to see, I was gonna say, I was glad to see the refresh stayed available so I can try to get some Must Circle with the renewed vigor. And if this is a good enough shot, we can skip straight to the Echo Orb and hopefully nearly finish everybody else off. I could take another Bucklord, but I think we're gonna save our money. Did see, I saw a shop here, so there's a shop both ways, and there's a shop in the middle. So we've got 2 events to the right. We've got 2 events to the left. I kind of like the left. It's got a lot of action. It's got a free relic. It's got an elite, couple events, shop. Pincher maneuver. I guess a lot of our stuff does. It's not my favorite on Balladin. You know, I guess, you know, round roll, you're putting a bunch of extra status effects. I guess we'll take it, but all right, we will definitely rat this guy out. This really isn't a high damage orb. We could skip to Echo Orb next if we want. I think I actually will. Okay, good enough to kill that mage in the back. This refresh is in a tough spot, though. Get a whole extra 27 damage. And this is kind of in the way to, like, keep us from digging it out, too. Oh, I thought we had it. Oh, I was really hoping Chunky Bucklord would have gotten it. Thank God, okay. There's Pegs back on the board. Are taking a good amount of damage, though, so I guess we're gonna have to keep our boss fight in mind. I don't remember who we're fighting at the moment. If it's Wall, you know, a little less important to heal up, but... Well, I guess either way, it's too early in the run to not heal up. When enemies defeated, refresh the board. Let's see, who are we fighting again? We are fighting Ballista. It's unfortunate. I think I will take this though. Maybe there's some max HP relics in the shop. So we are going to take some damage from this guy. I'm going to try to just nick this refresh. And he's still got a lot of HP. All right, more must circle. I say he's got a lot of crits on the board, which are not helping us out here. Yeah, let's make sure we can shoot our Bucklorb next. All right, we got really lucky we took Inferno and get here. That really, I think, saved us here. A little scary because I was hoping that we'd be stronger by now. See, bombs. Ooh. It's like these are two that you would love to have together. It's like in this case, you put bombs onto the board when there are no bombs, but you have to wait till you refresh. Here, you could just bring them back, but they have to be there to begin with. We'll do this one. All right, we got 2 shops in a row, so we'll have to remember, like, if we don't see anything good at the first shop, we'll try to save up our money. How does Echo Orb go first, like, every single turn? I don't think I'm gonna hit the refresh. Let's try to get some, say, some good piercing action here, but that's a really dead looking shot. We might have access to this now. I feel like I should have skipped pincher maneuver. It's definitely not my favorite orb, but feels like it takes forever to chunk down some enemies sometimes when you have single target shots, but and if you're not killing enemies, that's just more time that they're gonna get some shots off on you. I think once we get rid of a few of these extra pebbles and get down to our piercing stuff a lot quicker, it's not going to be as big of a deal, but... Alright, and since we do have 2 shops, that could mean 2 pebble removals if we really wanted it. All right, nothing on this board here is an immediate buy for me. All right, I think this is a removal, and check out the next shop. Assuming we navigate there, which is not guaranteed. It's a little bit better. There's Training Tabard. It's a way to get some more Must Circle. If we want to put extra refreshes on the board, this really isn't the one. It's there's another one that's like more filled in green. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. Knight's Cap is interesting too. If we can start gaining a little more max HP, that works well with Infernal Ingot. 60 is a little bit of expensive. I think this is Training Tabard and Knight's Cap, and we could always try to get some more Bucklorbs. Well, I guess you got Basalt Totem here too, which is another way to increase max HP. Just a little pricier. It's the more kind of more guaranteed way, and you get a lot more. Instead of getting 2, you get 5. Let's take that. All right. We'll attempt to... Never mind. I was gonna say attempt to go towards the elite. Whenever you gain Must Circle, increase the amount by 1. I enjoy that. Because we're starting off with 1 Must Circle, we're getting it on reloads, renewed Vigorb, Training Tabard. So yeah, so we start out with 4 immediately. 6, 8, fantastic. It'd be really nice if we could take that crit off the board. I like immediately just lined up a shot and almost shot directly at the crit. All right, we did say we could take more Bucklorbs. I do want to increase max HP, knowing that a ballista shot usually takes, I think it's like 30 damage. We should get some back from Infernal Ingot, but still feel a little bit better having that HP. All right, stay away from the crit. We're okay. Okay, nothing we want to upgrade, so let's do another Assault Totem hit. And we have a lot of bulwark, so we could, I say we could have tried to greed and pick up a little more gold on the ends, but all right, we want to stay away from the crit. It's weird, like I'm not seeing this sphere feels like it should be piercing more. It's probably doing what it's supposed to. Bit in my head it seems like it should be piercing more, but I don't know if pincher maneuver is having some kind of weird effect on it. I doubt it. All right, up 65 max HP. Plus we'll come in with some bulwark. So hopefully we're okay here. Killing the little janitors will refresh our board too, so that should help us have a nice board for like every shot. So just stay away from the crit. Alright, start off with 300 damage here. Let's skip straight to here, get our must circle, get more on reload. Yeah, we gotta try to get rid of that crit. Maybe Unpretentious Pendant will be waiting for us after this. All right. Sure. We'll Assault Totem. Pegs have durable. Do I care about that? That can make refreshes hard to hit. Kinetic Meteorite or Squirrels. I think we just take. Well, Squirrels are probably going to make us hit more crits. It'll make us hit more pegs in general, but I will take it. All right, we got the Minesweeper boss. I guess Pincher Maneuver works nice for him at least. Try and get to my piercing guys. If we go this way, we're hitting this crit, but I would like to hit the refresh, so. I was hoping to hit that. Hit the refresh. All right, where's our shops? Oh, we got 2 early shops, so let's save some money. I haven't been taking this guy recently. We won't have money for the shop. I don't know. I don't remember exactly all of its like points on it. I kind of want to take the damage and take the extra gold. All right, something with a lot of pegs on the board, please. Ooh, disappearing pigs. It's not a bad, like, 1-2 start here. All right, try working towards the reload. I see the crit. We've got to stay away from those crits, especially when we're at 12-3. And we hit the crit. He's hitting for 8. All right, we actually have a shot on this crit, or on this refresh. Good. All right, we kill him with this shot, but it gives us a chance to heal up a little bit more with Ingot. All right, so we have a shop right now through an elite to another shop. All right, the shot looks fairly safe. All right, so what do we got here? Enhanced gunpowder. Not a fan of Protect Orb. We're not taking Protect Orb. Recombobulator, I don't think so. Complex Claw, no. You're losing health from self-damage. We're not really doing that. Remember, we do have another shop coming up. Like, usually a pretty big fan of Enhanced Gunpowder. So it might be an Enhanced Gunpowder and a Remove. Let's do that. I was hoping it wasn't this guy. Let's see if we get a little, as they get a little must circle, but I don't have a direct shot at that refresh. Good. All right, there we go. Skip straight here for the kill. Uh, 90. So if we heal up, we can still buy a relic, but yeah, it's or not heal up, but take the max HP. I do like Power Glove. So even without the Basalt Totem, we wouldn't have been able to afford 2 relics here anyways. All right, this was the Replenish Orb was the one I was looking for to try to get Renewed Vigor going. And we're healing up already. I don't feel like we need Cookie. It's probably either just Round Guard to, you know, keep the enemy from damaging us during reloads. Or if we wanted to do Replenish Orb to try to get Renewed Vigor going. But let's take Round Guard. Look, we might look at some of these paths on the right. So let's try to go to the right. We don't care. Guess even if we... I was trying to think about navigating for when we're leaving here. Let's see, we skip. Resets our pathing anyways. I was gonna say, can I just retake the same shot that worked the time before? Not necessarily. Bad cheese. We got the pieces for the bad cheese combo. We just gotta get rid of all of our other orbs. Probably should have went for the free relic. Look at that refresh. Oh my god. Oh, we hit it and it just moved a little bit. Oh. All right, I think we got to rely on these because the refresh is in a terrible spot. All right, maybe it's low enough to start hitting some out here at least. Okay, I was like just enough. And actually it worked out well that we had pincher maneuver because I believe he's limited to so much damage per attack, but we're technically hitting him like twice. All right, so no more shops. So we're free to like spend our money. We're not upgrading Pebballs right now. All right, these events could be anything. I should really be skipping by these Pebballs. Like in my brain, it's like, oh, it's okay, just shoot them, but get to our piercing stuff quicker. Alright, we had enough damage to hit this guy either way, so it didn't matter where I shot. So abrasion's really good with training weight, but I don't know if I really want to add. As I don't know if I want to add extra orbs at this time. Yeah, I guess we could. It is, like I said, it's really good with training weight, so. Hopefully we get one more fight for the boss. Duplicate all orbs or duplicate a random orb. We're kind of at the point where we could duplicate all orbs, although that keeps us from getting the dumbbell trigger or seeing the round guard immunity. It would probably up our beginning. How's this work again? Game bulwark equal to the number of orbs in your deck or 2 times your orb's largest base damage. So currently that is, so 12 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're probably starting with 14 now. So we could go up to 28 if we made duplicates of everything. Too bad I want to have like Froggo Amulet or something. It's like we have to at least duplicate something. So whether the chances of hitting the Pebballs are, I would say, pretty high. Let's just duplicate all. I think the extra abrasion is going to offset the increase, or the must circle we'll have from the dumbbell. So so we have to do about 120 damage since we have Pincher. Okay. The abrasion hits immediately too, so it's nice. Doesn't wait till after your shot. All right, I think we're happy we took the abrasion. Kind of wish we would have had it up to level 3, but spending our money because who knows what this event's going to be. Possibly one of the least useful relics at this point, but all right, wish me luck. Okay, we need to get to the abrasions, but oh, we only start out with 16 ball. Is it? Oh, your number of orbs in your deck, or 2 times. Okay, never mind. I had that a little bit backwards, but oh yeah, at least we get refreshes when we kill these minions too. All right, nice full board for abrasion, which immediately hunts down the crit, but see, do we want to shoot? Our last shot didn't do very well. Let's shoot the Pebble and see if we can get a little more damage for Echo Orb, especially for all these minions. All right, well, the minions are no more, but this shot is better. I was kind of afraid of enhanced gunpowder hitting a lot of crits, but I couldn't see how much damage that shot was. I thought it said 1,000, which I thought seemed like a lot. And I was right. That was not 1,000. It was like 100. All right, this one's 1,000 though. All right, barring some really bad luck here, I think we're okay. I was I intentionally missed the red bombs up top because that's probably one of the things that could kill me at this point. It's too many red bombs, but 3 HP. All right, Round Guard's gonna save us. Oh, and Bad Cheese is gonna kill. That got a little bit too scary, but all right. So that was Cruciball 13. The abrasions, I think we probably would have lost without them. I think they gave us a lot of our must circle in that fight there. So I guess I'm glad I took it. Too bad, like I said, too bad it wasn't level 3. That would have helped Yeah, and I'm still unsure if Enhanced Gunpowder was a good pick or not, because a lot of our orbs near the end were like 15 2s or 15 3s, and it's like, but Enhanced Gunpowder was catching the crit a lot. But I think I was still hoping that there was maybe a chance we would have found something that could have gotten rid of that crit. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that run. Feel free to come over and catch me on Twitch. By the time this is out, we'll probably be playing some Slay the Spire 2. We'll probably still be working in some Monster Train 2 if either of those games interest you. Link in the description, or come over and catch me on the Discord. You guys have a good day. I'll catch you in the next one.